Hey guys, on this week's episode of Travel with Rick, I get hijacked. You gotta see this. Hi, I'm Rick Howard, president of Kingdom Magic Vacations. In my job, I get to travel a lot. I explore the world on land and sea, eating in unique restaurants and discovering interesting locations. I'm always looking for new places to visit, and I want you to travel with me. Welcome to Travel with Rick. So like I said, our video's getting hijacked this week. I'm home this week, I'm not traveling. My friends Marc and Kriss, they were just out on a Disney cruise a couple of weeks ago for their honeymoon, and he sent me this idea. Hey, I want to hijack your video. Now I know, it's normally my job to do the video for you every week, and that's what I was going to do, but you know, the more I thought about it, it was pretty cool to use their video. It's a great video, and I get to stay home for another week, and I can watch Travel with Rick right here like you guys do. Thought it was pretty awesome. So listen, grab your favorite boat drink. I got mine. Pull up a chair. Let's watch Travel with Rick on the high seas. Marc and Kriss's Disney Dream Cruise. I'm watching Travel with Rick from the house. This is pretty cool. Enjoy the video, everybody.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Travel with Rick. Except I'm not Rick.
I'm not Rick.
We're not Rick. This is a Travel with Rick takeover. We're taking you on a cruise.
No, we're not. We're going on a cruise.
We're going on a Disney cruise. So Marc and Kriss here. You may recognize us. We're two of the usual suspects, and we're about to head across the road here from the parking lot to get on the Dream. We're headed to the Disney Dream, 3 days in the Bahamas, and there's no Rick. As I mentioned, this is a Travel with Rick takeover. We're traveling pretty light. Before we get over there, I was going to show you one pull-on bag, one carry-on bag. Got my backpack. We'll share a few tips with you of how we do a Disney cruise. So tip number one, we just dropped off our bag, our pull-behind bag, just carrying our carry-on bag because it's about 11:30 and you can't get in your room until 1, and I do not want to carry that pull-behind bag on the boat. So we're coming into the terminal now. You can see the metal detector ahead, so start getting your stuff together. You know you're going to have to empty your pockets out, get your cell phones ready to put down and all that good stuff because you'll be inside in just a moment. That's the goal, through the Mickey ears. Once you get on in, there's a few spots to get pictures made in front of these backdrops, but there's a little line over to the right. You can bypass all that crowd of people that does the pictures, and we can just kind of slide on by and get on the boat. If you're looking to do anything special, you can come right straight to guest services. It's right where after you come on board, there's the atrium. We're looking to do Palo one night, maybe a mixology class. We'll hope to show you that. Come straight to guest services and get that booked immediately. 12:02, we're on board. We've got mixology reservations. We've also got a whiskey tasting class. And it's time for lunch, so the next place you head to is Cabanas. So just like on TWR, we are eating all the things. Kriss has got some seafood, stone crab, shrimp. She's already gone to town. I see a bacon wrapped swordfish over there. What?
Salmon.
Bacon wrapped salmon. Yep, I had the swordfish. That's the swordfish right there. I even went with the chicken finger. So we're definitely not reviewing this place, just eating. All the way in the back of Cabanas, there is a bar in here, and Cabanas is just where we kind of eat lunch. It's buffet and all that, and as I mentioned, they do have a bar. You would think, Travel with Rick, we're going to hit the bar. No, we're advising against that. We're heading out of here. We finished lunch. It's good. It's buffet food. It's not, it's what you expect from Disney. It's good stuff, but we're ready to get out of here. But something that we failed to mention, we are without kids. No kids. No kids. It's a Disney cruise, so there are kids here, obviously. So we're going to take you somewhere special right now, and that's why we want to get out of Cabanas. But if you keep on walking forward to the pool deck, you'll see these cool walls. in this really cool sign. So right around the corner from that cool sign, this is the adult area. Adult swimming pool. This is called the Cove area. There's the bar over there. Over here to the right, you'll see the Cove Cafe. That's where you get your coffee in the morning, your specialty coffees. But this is why we advise against going to the bar in Cabanas during lunch. Definitely want to check your navigator every day. All kind of good stuff in here. But this is the important one. Drink of the day. And today, Bahama Mama. Almost 1:30. Try to get into your rooms early. You'll come across this little barrier. Feels like a rope drop. View of Port Canaveral. No, but we do have a veranda. So we've never had one of these before. Always porthole rooms. But here's a balcony. So this would be pretty nice sailing tomorrow. That's the bow, the pointy end of the boat. Back there would be the stern. And those would be people's verandas below us. So another tip that we don't usually do, we've never done it till this time, is we usually just throw our suitcases up here and live out of our suitcases. I don't know, I think it's something psychological that we had with the cruise, that it's just a short period. But when we go to Disney, we always unpack, even if it's just a short weekend. So we decided this time we were going to unpack. So it's only 2 o'clock, we've only been here 30 minutes, and our room is nice and clean. No luggage there. We put everything in drawers, everything in a closet. And it's time to go back up topside. And there it is, leaving Port Canaveral. And the cruise is officially started.
I love this. Oh my god. Y'all were in the best place on the whole ship. You know that, right? Because the rest of the ship, wait for it. Keep away. Keep away.
No bueno.
It's no good.
You get vodka?
So we're off to get some good coffee.
Back to our safe zone. Like Star Trek. And this is the place, kind of like if you are a Starbucks or premium coffee lover, you come to the Cove Bar.
So what's the plan?
Nothing.
That's the best plan. We didn't have a plan for last night, but we're feeling it still.
Into the port of Nassau. There's the main entrance back there. So running upstairs, trying to get there before the docking. We're rotating. We must be backing in. Which means the other side of the boat will be facing the island, the main part of the island. There's a couple of other ships in town already, Carnival, and I think a Norwegian. A little dark off in the distance over there. We're rotating faster than I can walk. Always thought this was a little cool strip of land over here. And finally backing in now. Oop, just shot the line out. Here goes another one. This is actually pretty calm for right now. It's a port day, so a lot of people went to Nassau.
Serenity Bay. I'm doing the 5K tomorrow, then I'm doing Serenity Bay for the rest of the day. And I am rhyming on purpose. I just hope it's sunny tomorrow. I'm going to be sad. Do you think it will be?
We don't predict the weather.
Make it sunny.
So now we're headed to the mixology class. So it's kind of dark in here, won't be able to do much filming because of the low light levels in the bar here.
No one would come on a cruise if it was a dry bar.
First comes the banana and bread. It's always good. Alright? Just a drop, yeah? Upside down. Just like upside down. And a little bit of creamer. Just a tiny bit. Slowly, slowly. This is for tasting. All right, guys are in the line, yeah? Right, so pour inside, and then slowly you slide down the daily slide. You slide down the edge, yeah. But the pour needs to touch the edge of the glass, yeah. Different colored layers, you know. Okay. The other way is with the help of the bar spoon. You wanna place the spoon inside as well. It has to touch the edge, yeah. Again, and then you slowly start pouring Grand Marnier. I like Grand Marnier, so I'm gonna give myself a freedom to put a little bit more, you know.
All right.
Are you bartending tonight? Who's with me?
Hey, don't make me laugh now, you know. Yes, this is my bar, so I'm gonna stay here in the night as well.
Good. We'll see you later.
I'll be here. Alrighty. So this is the B52. I'm sorry, B52 that you want to get, right? So it has this nice three layers, right? If you do it only with a triple sec, this is not gonna be orange on top. It's gonna be clear, right? It's not gonna have that nice taste and smell, and definitely not the alcohol level. Yeah. So as any other shot, you just shoot it, right? That's the only way you can drink it. I mean, you can drink it layer by layer. It's up to you, but you know, I would suggest just a shooting. At the end of the day, I mean, it's gonna end up at the same place. We just finished up with the mixology class, still in Nassau. We're out here on the mustard deck, as we call it. It's mustard yellow up there, so it's the mustard deck, and it's also where you do the muster. So it's day 2 still here. We're in Nassau, and I mentioned earlier that we did not go ashore, and I don't know if it's an adult-only tip or whatever, but that's our tip, is when you're in Nassau, if you've never been here, definitely go ashore. If you have not gone ashore, it's something to see. We've been on the boat all day. We did not even step on dry land. We've tended to stay to the adult-only areas. We've been around very few kids, fortunately. So we've kind of approached this whole thing as an adult-only trip, staying in the adult secluded areas. We did the whiskey tasting last night. Very dark in there. I only took a few pictures. I think you saw those. She slipped through it. And so today we've done kind of a lot of nothing. That was our goal for this trip. So as an adult-only trip, and it's also our anniversary, our goal was to do a lot of nothing somewhere beautiful. And you think we've accomplished that?
We're working on it.
We're working on it. So we're relabeling this. It's a Travel with Rick takeover, obviously.
He may lose his.
We should go by travelwithoutrick.com, maybe. Having fun?
I'm having fun. Do miss you, Rick.
We do miss Rick.
However,
We're having a ball today. We're having a great time. Like I said, we've not been into Nassau. We're definitely hitting Castaway tomorrow, so look out for that. But
yeah, look out for that.
look out for that. So a couple of tips I would think of. We hit the cabanas. We hit that early, first thing, soon as it
7
opened.
o'clock.
7 o'clock we were there. We got a few
Continental.
things just to hold us over. But then we went to the restaurant for breakfast, and we were there right when it opened at 8 o'clock. So we were one of the first people in the door. Very few kids there. So again, we're approaching this
Let's
as...
let them know that Enchanted Gardens is buffet only.
That's right, that's right. We'll
So
hit
go
that.
to the Royal Palace where they'll
So
actually
there's-
bring you food.
Doesn't matter which one you go to, you can choose either one. But if you want buffet, just go to Cabanas. A lot more choices there. We were going to try Enchanted Garden, but it was a buffet breakfast, and
I don't do buffets.
we don't like buffets for many things anyway. So pancakes and eggs and all on a buffet just weren't that appealing. So we went to Royal Palace where we could have our breakfast made to order. Had a great omelet and such. But our tip is to get there right when they open. We kind of did a lot of nothing. Again, that was our other goal for the weekend, is to do a lot of nothing somewhere beautiful. That's our new hashtag, a lot of nothing somewhere beautiful. So we've definitely done that today. And it was a rainy day. If we'd have even gone to Nassau today, it was cloudy this morning when we got here. You saw that when we pulled into port. And then it's been raining all afternoon. So we've kind of just been enjoying the boat. There's a ton of stuff to do on the boat.
Bars, lots of those.
Lots of bars. And that's kind of our tip, is to enjoy the boat, because I mentioned how Nassau is. There's actually a warning on the navigator that it's dangerous there right now. Don't go into the alleys. They've had robberies and such. And if it's the front page of your navigator, it's
Take heed.
take
More.
heed. So
Go
we've took the time to enjoy the boat because there's so many things to do on the boat. We did go back to Royal Palace for lunch. Had a great Palo dinner last night. So we're going to get back inside. There's tons of more things to do. I think we're going to go do a movie trivia quiz. So we're kind of trying to do all of the fun stuff like that as well and enjoy the boat. We paid to be on the boat. We're enjoying the boat. That's right.
Let's place the babies down at the start line, but let's make sure we have a coach down at the finish line. The babies down
Is
at the
it
start
legal
line.
to race babies?
Audience, on the count of 3, I need you to yell, race those babies. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, race those babies! And they're off to a running turn, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, but at least they're not crying. That's a plus. How do you feel? Tell me everything. You are so proud. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best day of their life, and they're going to Disney World.
I just saw it all. They were
Baby
racing.
racing. So maybe it is occasionally good to be around kids. Maybe.
It was funny.
It's still
I'm not
up for
gonna lie.
grabs. And we're out of here. And there you have it. We are underway from Nassau. Time to get ready for dinner. And who knows what else. It's day 3. We're headed into Castaway Cay. Check this out. Beautiful. Alright, we just got off the boat, headed to do the Castaway Cay 5K. Rick, we know if you were here you'd be doing this, so we're doing it for you today.
I'm
Come
having to step in for you. You know I don't do this thing.
on. And we're off.
Just think of it this
Yay! All right, where's these bikes? They keep writing about.
Serenity Bay. We'll be here in a few minutes. Back down the runway. Here we go, Rick. They have new supplies for the 5K. Hit the whiskey stop. Coming up on the runway for the last time. Exiting the loop. Be headed back to the boat.
Congratulations. Nice job. Well accomplished.
So that's it. We just finished up the 5K. Got our medal.
Hey.
Our plastic medal. Here we go. So headed back to the boat now. Ready to get the rest of this vacation day on. So this doesn't suck.
No, we don't.
We are at Castaway Cay, where we've been since the 5K this morning you saw. And we're not only at Castaway Cay, we're at Serenity Bay.
You know what we're doing?
What are we doing?
We are doing nothing.
Somewhere beautiful.
Somewhere beautiful.
Last time we were here, we were with you guys, Rick and Leslie, so we wish you were here. But
You're not, so we're still having fun.
we're gonna have fun without you anyway. We're about to go get some barbecue though. It's lunchtime on Castaway Cay. What you eating, Chris?
A rib.
Barbecue rib. What else are you having down there though?
Bratwurst,
Meat and tube farm.
Cajun chicken, Greek salad, meat and tube farm hashtag.
Alright, it's almost 4 o'clock. Time to head back to the boat. Boat leaves in about an hour-ish, somewhere in there. So leaving Serenity Bay. It's kind of windy today. A lot of people left. They said that it's kind of common in the winter afternoons here. The wind kind of picks up. It picked up enough that they shut all of the umbrellas down that were on the beach because it was kind of flapping them, and I guess they didn't want them to blow away or tear apart or whatever. So, but headed back to the ship now. More fun to come. It's so gorgeous out here today after you saw how gray and rainy it was yesterday while we were in Nassau. So we were really blessed with good weather today. Blue. It is one of the cool things about the family beaches is you get to stare at the beautiful ship. This is where it kind of starts getting sad. You can kind of hear, now it's time to say goodbye. And so here we are back at the ship. Sad faces. So here's something else to think about. Something that a lot of people plan on is what side of the boat do you want to stay on? Well, here's the dock down here that we got off the boat on. And the boat always backs into Castaway Cay. To my knowledge, it always backs in. I don't believe it ever pulls in forward, so they can pull straight out of here. So since we're backed in, this would be the port side of the ship. So if this is your view you want, which is really beautiful, but it's not the part of Castaway Cay you see, this is the side of the boat you want. You saw our view from our room, which is the starboard side, the right side of the boat if you're looking to the front. And we can see Castaway Cay, all of the family beach and all from our side. So something else to think about when you pick a stateroom. So yeah, we are retreating back to the solitude of the adult section. We just come up here to check out how pretty it was on the stern, looking back at Castaway. We're pulling out now, the ropes have been cut. What? They're playing Frozen on a Disney boat? Back where we belong, in the adult section. A few kids transiting through here, but they're not supposed to hang out, so they can just move through. There's an elevator in there, so they can pass through here to get to the main pool deck, but fortunately they don't hang out. When we got on the boat the other day, you saw that we checked our bags. These are the tags that you need to get on the boat. You can actually remove them at this point because they aren't any good, but those are what identifies them to get to your stateroom. However, on leaving day, we're doing the exact opposite. We're going to carry our bags off the boat, because if you check your bags off the boat, you have to put them outside at night. So you have to set them outside the door the night before you leave, and you don't have any of your stuff. You have to like pack a day bag to have your toiletries, and whatever you're going to wear has to be out, and so you have to deal with that. So we always pack very light, 1 bag apiece, rollerboard, and we drove down, but we still use the airplane sized luggage. So for a 3-4 day cruise, that should be plenty for most people. If you're going to check your bags getting off the boat, they give you these tags, and that's where you pick them up at the terminal. They identify where your bag is going to be. But we recommend pack light, 1 bag apiece plus a day bag, and you can walk right off the boat here in a few minutes. You can see a few people exiting maybe already through there. If you rode DME here, the Magical Express, you can see them all lined up ready to go over there, and it's only 7:40. So here we are back in the atrium one last time, and off the boat we go. Bye. And there was our room up there. So a short 4-hour car ride later, here we are at home eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Big change after the last week. I did want to fill in a few blanks for you though. We decided early on that since this was an anniversary trip, we just were not going to spend our whole weekend filming. We decided that the nights were for us. The first night, you saw that we had made the Palo reservation. We went there and enjoyed that. Palo is like a premium dining option. There are 3 restaurants on all of the Disney boats, and you rotate between them each night. We elected to skip the Enchanted Garden night on the recommendation of Travel with Rick. Rick told us about that. So we skipped that. Wonderful place, fabulous meal. The $30 extra charge includes all of it except for alcohol if you want to order a bottle of wine or a cocktail. We also told them it was our anniversary, so they kind of had a little something special for us with our names. It was in chocolate on like a really cold plate, so it stayed there. Afterwards, we went to the whiskey tasting. Mentioned that it was pretty dark in there, so pretty hard to film anyway. I think I snapped a few shots here. Night 2, we went to our main dining, which was in Royal Palace on the second night. Got to meet our regular servers. That they move with you, so everybody moves. You just pick the restaurant that you're supposed to eat in, the dining room. You rotate every night. Your servers move with you, so you would meet them typically on the first night. They would be your servers for the whole rest of the stay. So we met them on night 2 at Royal Palace. They were like, where were you? Unbeknownst to us, our travel planner at Kingdom Magic had made them aware that it was our anniversary and kind of had something set up for us. We threw a monkey wrench in that, so they were wanting to make sure we were going to be there on the 3rd night. They had a little something special for us there as well. The head waiter, many other servers came out and sang for us, brought us an extra special dessert after we had ordered a dessert. So we had like a dessert apiece plus a shared one that we had. But the other thing I wanted to point out was we had kind of 2 anniversary celebrations at dinner, the one at Palo, the one here. But when we made the Palo reservation, we also, I neglected to say this earlier, we also found out about our dining situation. There's different size tables on the cruises, so we wanted to make sure of where we were sitting. So one of the things we did when we got on the boat was check out the dining situation. Since we were a couple, they had seated us at a table of 8 that were all other couples. So we would have been with 3 other couples at a big long dining table. We decided to try something else and find out if there was something else available. So they found us a 4-top table that they made into a 2-top. So both at Royal Palace and Animator's Palette, we ate at a 4-top table, but they had even removed the chairs, the place settings, and everything. They made it special for us. So again, I cannot more highly recommend a Disney cruise, whether it's with or without a family. You're going to have a great time, obviously, with kids. Disney is second to none with kids, but people are going to say you're crazy for going on a Disney cruise without kids. We couldn't disagree more. We go to Disney without kids all the time. We do food and wine episodes. You know that. We do flower and garden. We do all of the Disney stuff without kids sometimes. So it only makes sense that we've come to expect a certain level of entertainment and service from Disney. You're going to get that, I say, even more so on the cruise. So let's wrap this episode up. Be sure to be back here next week. Maybe another takeover. Who knows? Rick's not paying attention to the hen house and letting people take over his show here. So who knows what's going to happen? Maybe we'll see Rick back here. But tune in next week. You're going to have another great episode. So long, everybody.
Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching this week's show. We're here on Disney's Boardwalk at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando. That's the Boardwalk Hotel over there if you can't see it. But behind me is the beautiful Yacht and Beach Club with the coolest pool on Walt Disney World property. It's even got a pirate ship slide going right into the pool. It is really awesome. Listen, we just wanted to remind you to drop your email address up there in our box. Subscribe to our feed. That way, every time we put something new on Travel with Rick, you'll be the first to know, and you won't miss a thing. If you want to find out other stuff that we're doing, check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/travelwithrick. That's where we put our question of the week. You can meet other Travel with Rick friends, find out where we're going, everything we're up to. If you're on YouTube or iTunes, sure, we got channels for you over there as well. Be sure to subscribe to those and check those out. All right, you never know where we're going to be next week. So we could be here, we could be halfway around the world. But check us out right back here next week for another great episode of Travel with Rick. So long, everybody.